I'm Reed Horseman from the Villains of Valley View, and you're watching Disney Channel. It's heavier than it looks.
As darkness falls on Valley View, a new evil rises.
What is that thing? My mother's spirit is in an orb. She can take over any object or person.
And there is no escape.
She's gonna body snatch her. What's happening to me?
Even for these villains.
We're surrounded.
Get possessed.
Double the villain, double the fun. Let's see you both for these apples.
With the Villains of Valley View, a new episode on a special night next Sunday at 8. Part of Calling All the Monsters on Disney Channel.
What did I say? Well, first off, good to see you guys again, too, I guess. Billy Badass, Isabella Pappas, the GOAT, Kainalu Moya, Jensen, however the fuck you say her full name, Lucy Liu, James Patrick Stewart, Malachi Barton. Actually, first of all, Malachi, I'm glad to have him back full-time again instead of all these stupid-ass fill-ins and, you know, other extra people to fill his time while he was filming that other bullshit, whatever bullshit else he was filming this summer. But anyway, first of all, the Brett Bodine installment of Villains of Valley View for the Halloween episode was a banger. But anyway, what the fuck did I say? What did I say? The commercials, they always fucking trick us in shows like this, and that's what it did again. Because that epic prank from Colby and Celia and those unnamed kids who Vic and Eva stole candy from, because we don't try this on real life on Halloween night. You go trick-or-treating. When I go as my favorite actor comedian David A. Arnold, God rest his soul, on the 31st of this month, I'm not doing Vic's line, because if it was a realistic chance it could work a little bit in real life, then I would try it, because I love scripting my favorite shows and using them in real life situations. But don't fucking try this in real life on Halloween trick-or-treating, because we all know, I've been alive for 28 years and I know that's not how trick-or-treating works. So therefore, with the crazy prank that Celia recruited Colby on to, you know, play on Vic and Eva with the unnamed kids are playing second fiddle and shit. I swear to fucking God, I thought it was the actual creepy suit cape guy that was working for Declan. It turns out the commercial wanted us to think that, and turns out it wasn't. And here in another promo that I didn't throw in here, when Declan said, "I've identified Havoc in her family," that I thought was going to be tonight's cliffhanger ending. So when the credits started rolling, I thought I was waiting for Declan to show up, and I'm tagging Kainalu, whatever the fuck his name is. I've seen his name read his name on Instagram before. So I don't know in this moment what, you know, his last name. And I know his last name, but I don't know how to fucking say it. But for the actor who plays Declan, this goes out to you. I thought we were going to get him tonight. I thought he was going to be in the cliffhanger where he said I identified Havoc in her family, but unfortunately we did not get him. But man, those commercials really know how to trick the fans, thinking that we're going to see in the episode what we're going to see in the commercials. I know that this new girl that, you know, Billy Badass, Isabella Pappas herself, post on her Instagram, and this new guy that, you know, Starling meets in the show through the phone saying, "Turn in chaos." I can't wait to meet them. I know it's not going to be pretty, but at least in real life it is, because the actors who play these mean characters in real life seem very genuine. I mean, play these mean characters on the show are always very genuine in real life. Because I've always said, dating back to Livin' La Vida Lab Rats, the one that started it all for me in this TV journey in 2015-16, through Chris and Brian, just because they're assholes on the show doesn't mean they're assholes in real life, because they get paid to be assholes in real life. I mean, on the show, because that's what they do for a living. If they were like this in real life, they would not have any friends or fans. All they would have is their families. We've had this discussion many times over the years, even off camera, and in these modern times of social media, me being friends with real life, you know, with these actors from these shows and writers, creators, producers, showrunners, or whatnot. I've said it many, many times before, without them, but I'm gonna say it again with them. You know, I said it to myself away from them, and I'm gonna say it again to them. They make some damn good assholes, if you ask me. But yeah, so I really thought that, you know, we were going to see the creepy mask suit guy, whatever the fuck his name is, the character's name. I could care less about the actor. I thought we were going to see Declan, but sadly, no. But Anyway, I feel sorry for Hartley that her Halloween party was a fucking disaster. And Katie Miller Jensen should be used to hearing me drop the F-bomb because she lip syncs TikTok sounds with the F-bomb on her TikTok account. So I'm pretty sure she does really cuss in real life as opposed to Hartley on the show. So and that means if she were to meet me in real life and I cussed a lot in front of her, she would really love me. She would really enjoy having me around. But maybe for my next video chat with Isabella Pappas, we can include Kaden in the call too. So Isabella, what do you think about that? If we can video chat again when you get back to LA, maybe we can have Kaden in the call and I can tell the stories that I told you about Bubba Wallace and his rent-free haters that we're gonna save for another day. But yeah, it was a banger episode. Sucks that I couldn't watch it in real time in live tweet due to being at Cedar Point and record that Cedar Point Halloween Weekends Rager. But this is probably going to be a banger spooky season, the same way it's going to be a banger winter and a banger 2022-2023 season. But, I get that, Amy's Billy Havoc, because Billy Badass's grandmother wanted, to be free. And, will we see any flashbacks in season 2 of Amy's grandmother? And if so, what actor are Kristen Bryant and the honchos at Valley View and Disney Channel as a whole, Valley View alone, Disney Channel as a whole, gonna hire to play her in those flashback scenes? I hope I'm not catching a call. I swear to God. But because I thought we were getting a season 2 of pivoting. I thought we were getting a season 2 of pivoting on Fox to the point where we started seeing flashbacks of Colleen to see what actress Liz Astroff over on that end of TV was going to pick to play Colleen in the flashback season. Sadly, we didn't get it because it was canceled in a nail biter. But maybe we'll get some flashback scenes of Amy. Keep wanting to say Hartley's grandmother. Like, goddamn. Maybe we can get flashback scenes of Amy's grandmother and see which actress Kristen Bryant picked to play her. So, but I knew she was going to escape. I love how, when Hartley was trying to figure out what was going on, unintentionally, and, considering, knowing that she was eventually going to find out, she found out in the most unexpected way where, let's go over what led to this. First of all, they broke the fucking crystal ball, and then it took over the Scarecrow. It took over the Scarecrow for a while, and the fact that Hartley was saying, what's going on, what's happening, this and that. I love how, Billy Badass and Jake, a.k.a. Chaos, Casey Atwood, was making shit. I mean, of course they couldn't tell her the truth, or she'd go living La Vida Loca like Ricky Martin, written by Robbie Draco Rosa and Desmond Child. So of course, he had to make shit up like Jamie McMurray in order to, not blow Amy's grandmother's cover and Amy's own cover off, considering she's the one who made that mistake initially. But so, of course, when you're lying, when you're trying to avoid a bad situation, in these shows, is going to backfire eventually when they find out. You have to make shit up like Jamie McMurray in order to avoid it happening sooner than it should. But eventually, she did get out of the Scarecrow, and she had a Scarecrow, and she went into the Jack-o'-lantern, but of course, Amy's stupid ass. I mean, we're at that point in time, not in as a whole, because Amy's a hell of a Billy Badass, but in her stupid ass in that little 2 seconds was trying to catch her into the jack-o'-lantern, but she should have known that wasn't going to work because she could just escape through the holes of the eyes. And then, of course, that's when she took over Hartley's body, and she could have, he could have, Jake could have squeezed her, squeezed the hole like Ricky Rudd to get her out of Hartley, but I'm screaming at the TV, just fucking do it, just fucking do it. And guess what? He never did, and he immediately regretted it. Of course he did, because you're going to regret shit like that in a situation like that. And we thought Hartley was gone forever, scaring the shit out of everybody. And then eventually Amy got her grandmother to listen about why, she still want to spend time with her, but also want to keep her best friend Hartley. I love how Hartley was still able to hear all the stuff Amy was saying at the end, even though grandma was controlling her. And so she tricked her into going into the snow globe. She tricked to go into snowball and you could take over my buddies, we could share it together. That's what I thought was going to happen. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. But obviously, we knew Billy, badass as she is. She tricked her, and Jake caught her in the snow globe. And I thought, Colby was, Eva and Vic were going to take Colby to the Halloween party, too. That's what the commercial wanted us to think. I was predicting that, all this stuff that I thought was going to happen. And if there was going to be an incident where the Maddens were in a win or lose battle, but we didn't get that tonight. So, unlike that prediction stuff off camera, I guess since there was no winners or losers, I guess the Maddens don't have to make their customized Brett Bodine uniform T-shirts, pit crew uniform, driver suit uniform T-shirts with their last name on the back of the shirt, like on the top, and with the Brett Bodine's 11 and 11 font. Like below, the Hooters logo and all the other stuff, Brett Bodine on it, his real life fire suit. Because before it was Chase Elliott, it was Brett Bodine in the Hooters car. The number 11, and it was before Denny Hamlin, Brett Bodine was the real 11. The number 11, Hooters Ford Taurus for Brett Bodine racing. With all the Hooters logo over here, whatever Brett Bodine's had in his real life fire suit in 2002. Wells Fargo, and then all of a sudden on the very back you have Madden and then 11. Like a jersey uniform T-shirt, and a Hooters hat with the 11 on one side, and Brett Bodine's signature on the other side. So I guess they don't need to go to Hooters to celebrate a win, because there was no fucking winners tonight, no fucking losers either. But man, it was about damn time to bring the villains of Valley View back. And the fact that they were snatching those three were snatching candy. And so Celia was trying to, of course, recruited Colby, who was caught in the crossfire, and Vic and Eva's mess of stealing candy from the others, played that prank where they even got me good, where I thought it was the creepy suit cape guy working for Declan. It turns out it wasn't. It was the same costume, same weapon, and same voice, but they were just fucking pretending and shit. And I thought we were going to get Declan at the very end as the cliffhanger saying identifying Amy and her family, and we did not fucking get it. But we might get it in the Ryan Newman installment on Friday, and when we meet the new girl, or the Ty Dillon installment the week after that on my dad's birthday. Who fucking knows? But I don't even know what I'm doing for my dad's birthday on the 14th. I don't know if I'm going to actually be with him to celebrate or stay here to watch Villains of the Larry Foyt installment, but... yeah, Larry Foyt installments on my dad. Yeah, so anyway, episode 14 on the 14th, which is my dad's birthday. So anyway, time to go fucking eat after we edit and upload this shit. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. We go back to work tomorrow and go back to the drawing board after a long-ass weekend. Life will give you a lot of lows, but when you hit a high, enjoy it. It ain't for the weak. Goddamn, pace yourself, bring your ass, be you. You have to try harder to do less. You can't deport a dream. Sometimes the worst things in life lead to the best things. Always bet on the side of love. You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Sometimes you just got to be present. You never fail until you stop trying. It never pays to worry too much about things. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. It's never too late to turn the day around. Another day on time, another day to shine. Sometimes you just got to flock yourself. Take care, everyone. Good night. And keep in mind, okay, we just had a busy weekend with our hands full of YouTube stuff with Supersonic Fan 113, Matthew McKnight, and of course the Cedar Point Rager. And now this, it's back to reality tomorrow. I mean, this is not the Ray Evernham song by Eminem called "Lose Yourself." Back to the we're returning to the drawing board tomorrow. I think we have no TV shows to worry about, no outdoor activity because it's not going to be all that nice anyway. But Wednesday, we're canceling our plans with the Goldbergs to record part 1 of 2 of the Sandy Ridge 2022 finale. Then part 2 on Thursdays is going to be in the upper 60s, lower 70s. We might throw in some final TikTok moments in there if we're lucky. So, but even though the time in the neighborhood will most likely be done, except for maybe an extra lucky-ass bonus, outdoor time we could cheese in early November, 1 or 2 times at least. I mean, even after our time is over, our Adventures in Autumn won't be. Adventures in Autumn won't be because we still have a month. We'll still have over a month and a half left of it before shifting gears to season 2 of the Winter Wonderland, November 30th into December 1st. Next thing you know, we'll be doing fall winter dinners with Fireball Man and Abby Sword to see one of our YouTubers, best friends who only has Facebook, Gavin McMullen. And also, one last thing. I decided this Sunday at Cedar Point when I go back with my sister, when she comes to town, and with my brother-in-law and my niece, that when me and my dad take her and her husband and our baby cousin, who's probably not a baby no more, he's 8 now, and of course my stepmom, hopefully my step siblings, my stepsister, stepbrother will go. It's a family trip that we're gonna take together, where all my mom and grandparents are going to stay here. I'm not going to record it on YouTube. I'm just going to be casual and operate, and because my sister's very funny about being on YouTube, so I'm just going to, do it like normal and, casually and just enjoying myself. And if you're lucky, what the best I can do is some TikToks for you, but that's just about it. So see you later, everyone.